Boom! We're off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy, Ni Hao. It's Zhengzhou Elias. What's up, buddy?
Exactly. Ni Hao is right. I get a lot of those Ni Hao calls.
You have a big Z thing, right?
I like Z's.
The way I have a green thing?
You got a green thing? It's not like having a green thumb, but with your thing?
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. We snuck in this episode. It was looking real rocky there for a minute, but somehow you found the way to DVR the Greg Norman documentary so we can actually do this tonight.
Oh, I gotta watch that. Forgot about that. I like the shark. He had his problems.
Saturdays, we post this later. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe. We got a fun one today, episode 125. I'm calling this one Silly Wabbit, just because I had a bunch of things that related to rabbits and it was Easter, and I said, you know what? We're going full ham on this.
Is it the rabbit? Because
yes.
That's got a little thing that,
Oh, I forgot about that. That's a callback.
Tickles the honest. I'm sure she knows about the rabbit, the Emerald Health lady. She's got them in all colors.
Zach, why don't you tell everybody what we are drinking for today's episode?
Oh, that's why it's the rabbit. We've got the rabbit.
You wonder why I picked these beers out. Hazy Jack Pale Ale.
Hazy Jack Pale Ale. It's a rabbit and sunglasses. Always brings the house down. It's delightful. It's some, the Hazy Jack Brewing Company. Oh, the Widmer brothers. They're the same Germans as last time.
Exactly.
Those crowds from the Pacific Northwest. Anyway, wanted somewhere deep in the hop fields of the Pacific Northwest, the Jack Rums. I got to read all this. This is worse than the Haggadah. I feel like I'm the simple son.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the hop of the fields of Pacific.
I feel like I'm the son who doesn't know how to ask a question.
You don't have to. Do not read this whole thing.
Why not? All right, man. You said, go on.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah.
Look, I am.
This is how I'm breaking Passover. Amotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
It's all right.
Zach, how is your Passover going?
Strong to very strong. I don't know. I keep it, but I'm the biggest hypocrite in the world. Says me drinking a beer. Over the weekend, I made a bacon, egg, and cheese on matzah. So that happened. I broke 8 rules, but had matzah. So I don't eat bread. So actually, Passover for me is Atkins.
Isn't it pronounced bacon, egg, and cheese?
Bacon, egg, and cheese?
In New York City? That's what it's called.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. But, and then the box of matzah essentially backs you up, and then 3 days later, you shit a box of matzah out. It comes as a square.
It tastes the same. You could put it right back in.
Pretty much. It's the only food that comes in sheets. Give me a sheet of matzah. Name another one.
Lasagna.
A sheet of lasagna?
Is it not a sheet? It's called a sheet of lasagna.
It's not called a sheet of lasagna.
You wouldn't call it a noodle. It's a sheet.
Give me a slab of lasagna or a piece of lasagna.
I'm talking about the raw noodles.
No, fuck that. Who eats raw noodles? You like it raw? Daddy likes his noodles raw.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Anywho, yes, so I haven't eaten matzah like
Zach,
you wouldn't believe.
Your Passover, your wife posted some pictures online, and I just gave it a like because I figured I'd just roast you in person, or at least on the podcast here. 2 comments for your Passover dinner. 1, whoever was sitting next to your daughter really dressed up nice in a spaghetti strap tank top. Do you guys not have dressing standards for these meals?
A, we don't. B, that's Rachel. C, she's going to kick your ass next time she sees you. That honestly, if you're not wearing an elastic waist, I'm overdressed. That was at my dad's house, and he has a higher dress code, but I was in jeans and a decent shirt. At my house, it is pajama formal. Wear your best PJs. I don't care what you got. Just be comfortable. It's family. It's the holiday. So, any of the Schnitzer Schneiders make you dress up? What is ridiculous? You're with your family.
We're supposed to look a little decent if we are going to be greeted by
wearing pants.
You know the Muslims wash their feet before they meet Allah? We are supposed to look nice when Eliyahu comes over.
He's smashed by the time he got there. He's taken wine from everyone's house. He's fushnicket.
My second comment was, Zach, I love your daughter. She is as cute as a button. She has this beautiful Jufro, and there's a picture of her wearing a yarmulke where it just completely flattens the front, picture. And she has this Bozo the Clown look to her. It is
young Larry David.
Yes! I was going to write that, but I was like, I really love her, so I'm not going to make fun of her, but the look that she gets with a yarmulke is great.
Oh, yeah. By the way, we have other hats, too, for the plagues. The hat game is very strong on that thing. We used to have a bag of plagues. We had noses and goofball stuff. All kinds of nonsense.
So, Zach, kind of as I mentioned here, episode 125, Silly Wabbit.
I thought this was your way of transitioning into Silly Rabbit tricks are for kids because Lucky Charms is poisoning people.
Do tell. I don't know about this.
There's like a recall on Lucky Charms, but they're denying the allegations because like thousands of people got sick from Lucky Charms.
So let's
You should be eating Lucky Charms anyway. You got better cereal.
I enjoy Lucky Charms.
When's the last time? It's Cheerios and marshmallows. Do you even eat the Cheerio parts or just the marshmallows?
I actually prefer a mix, yes. I do not like the Oops All Berries, Captain Crunch. I like the mix of the semi-unhealthy with the very unhealthy, yes.
That's not bad. Good for you then. You're the target demo.
Tying everything together, like I said, I didn't plan on doing an episode about rabbits and or Easter, but I have a ton of topics that all relate, so I figured we'll make a theme.
I don't know what the Easter Bunny is, and I've asked all my Goyeshi friends, and they have no idea.
The Easter Bunny should be an undercover cop because apparently it's one of the few people, Santa being the other, that little kids will go up to in the holidays, report their parents for being pedophiles. Apparently, it is a huge thing where I'm just convinced now that atheists might be the pedophiles because they don't want their kids talking to the Easter Bunny.
So, like, the Easter Bunny will be standing at the mall, and some kid will go, "Hey, by the way, my father diddled little Johnny from the 4th grade."
No, they go up to the Easter Bunny and they're like, "Hi, little kid, what do you want for Easter this year?" It's like, "I just want my daddy to not touch me anymore." And they're like, "Oh, this is a huge thing, by the way."
So where's the Easter Bunny's hand when he's hearing all this? Because that's some creepy guy in a suit.
I heard that, and that made a lot of sense to me. But you were talking about recalls. The Kinder Egg Company has one job. Apparently, big recall this year on Easter eggs. They messed everything up when it came.
Kinder or Cadbury?
I heard Kinder.
Kinder's the ones that have the toy inside. The German chocolate. Cadbury is the ones with like the cream egg.
I know what I said.
Okay.
Big recall on that. That was just something I heard on the news last week. I was like, well, that is really unfortunate because that's kind of their shtick is the egg with the toy in it, right?
Yeah.
That has to be a big seller. I imagine their stock as far as sales is like candy canes in December. They're not selling a whole lot of them year round.
I have no idea. Some kid wants a crappy toy and wants candy. Two birds.
Have you ever eaten Wabbit?
Eaten rabbit or a Kinder Egg? I mean, the answer to that is both. Yes, I think I've had rabbit and a Kinder Egg.
Are you a fan?
Nah, it's a little chewy.
I've had rabbit before, and I just go, it's gamey. I'm not sure what that means, but you're supposed to say that. Nobody knows what gamey is.
It means that you don't like it, but the other person worked hard, so you're being nice to them.
I have no idea what that is. I'm like, yeah, it's gamey. It's good, right?
Gamey. It's like we have venison. How is it? It's gamey. It means it's shit, but like the other person had to like go out there and kill his own deer, so you're just being nice to him.
I'm going to make an admission here on the podcast. So, apparently there is a pandemic going on right now of
out of town.
First graders not knowing how to tie their shoes to the point that maybe it's from the last couple of years. And I've heard this on the news the other day that these teachers are having to send links of YouTube videos to the parents saying, teach your kids how to tie shoes.
What a mail it in, teacher.
How does this relate to me? I learned how to tie my shoes at the appropriate age. To this day, I still do bunny ears when I tie my shoes.
Then you haven't learned how to tie your shoes at the appropriate age. You loop it, you swoop it, you pull.
2 bunny ears. I even sometimes, I learned this from my hockey skates, is the first thing you do is you go like over under. I'll do that twice. It keeps it extra tight. You're welcome.
A little song like Little Bunny Foo Foo.
No, I'm just saying that I heard that there is a big issue going on with kids not knowing how to tie their shoes. That was one of those, I don't get it.
Zoe's okay. She's not great at it yet, but she's getting there.
She's like 9, right?
She's 8, 2nd grade.
Father of the year over there, everybody.
Jordan said Velcro.
I'm talking to somebody the other day about Easter and how everything's going, and I had this full conversation with this lovely patient of mine who's from Honduras. And all of my patients, all they want to talk about is Easter. By the way, nobody ever says, you know how at Christmas time it's happy holidays? Not a single one of my patients even gave me the consideration that maybe I don't celebrate Easter. It was happy Easter. Happy holidays, have a good weekend. Keep in mind, there is Ramadan, Passover, and Easter going on right now.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about our stuff.
My Honduras patient the other day, I asked her, how was your Easter? She says, that's some white people shit.
Perfect. I love her.
I was like, wait, what? And then I actually went through it. There's not a whole lot of ethnic Easters going on. It is a very, very white holiday.
All right. How about that? Some white
Have you ever given this thought? I had no idea.
I don't give a lot of thought to Easter anyway. It's like, I actually got a day off this year for the first time ever from work. They like made me take the Good Friday off. Usually my answer is Good Friday. I've had better. It's the best Good Friday I've ever had in my life. I don't think I left the house.
gun to my head, not sure what Good Friday is for.
He did something.
Yeah, something.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard his talents were a little overrated.
Exactly.
It's no Jesus End Table, right?
That was how I booked this gig.
Zach, my weekend you're asking
Yeah,
about?
sure. I did not, but enjoy. But go on. Oh yeah, you got that Goyashi wife. She celebrates stuff.
No, she's gonna be
No?
one of those. No. She's not into any of that. But this past weekend,
She's a faux Christian.
waka waka.
See what I did there? I did something.
Meanwhile, I was going to bring this up too. So she's working on a bunch of comedy specials right now. It's public knowledge that
She is
not in the comedian. She's the one doing the post production.
Thank God, because she's delightful.
She's working with this Filipino comedian named Joe Coy, big famous guy. He has all these specials that are coming out. We watched the.
I know one Filipino joke. That's it.
Can
I even tell it then?
They had a session the other day where it went really, really bad. It's not even worth getting into. And at the end of it, in the middle of this session, it was so hot that the air conditioning hadn't come on. It was that really warm day. And this Filipino comedian says to them, because they say, oh, we can't turn on the air conditioning, but we're going to get a bunch of fans. And he says, are you bringing my family in here?
That's not bad.
I laughed. I wasn't even there. It made me laugh. What's your Filipino joke?
What do you call a Filipino contortionist? A manila folder. You like it. Samantha likes it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't celebrate Passover because I bought comedy tickets.
Oh, it was like condoms.
I didn't celebrate Passover because I bought comedy tickets about 7-8 months ago to go see one of my up-and-coming favorite comedians. His name is Andrew Schulz at Radio City Music Hall. It was a huge deal for him because he's on the come-up, born and raised in Manhattan, 105th. He put out this amazing, amazing montage, how grateful he was. Zach, you're from Manhattan. Have you ever done anything big with your life?
I wrote a coffee table book when I was 17. That was about it. I do this weekly. No.
I wanted to make a whole night out of this. We get stuck at home a lot, so I made reservations for the Smith. It's a nice restaurant, a great date spot all over the city. Have you been?
Yes, I celebrated one of Jenna's pandemic birthdays when you only have 6 people at a table. They get a tight 6. I bet
it is one of my favorite places to go. They have a chicken pot pie that'll melt your heart. It is everything that home good food is supposed to be. I made reservations for 4:30 just because I wanted to get there, get to the show on time. You could have had any seat in the house. The reservations were the most laughable part. We walk in, the menu is down to one side. There's no chicken pot pie. I asked the waitress, they're like, oh, that's a fall winter thing. We don't have that during the summer. I was so fucking upset.
I would understand if you looked outside, it is winter today. Make my pot pie. Get in there and make it.
We had a round of oysters and left and ended up finding this cheap little Japanese place with sushi that was awesome. Made the night.
Good for you. Cheap date.
But we went to the show on Saturday. It was good. There was a bunch of openers. Radio City sold back-to-back shows. I didn't find this out till today, but apparently at our show, maybe 5th row back off to the left, Mr. Bill Gates and his family.
He's a fan. Who knew?
Which is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I don't want to ruin any of the jokes because there is a Netflix special that's going to come out with all these, and I'll let you know when it comes out just so you can check out. The joke of the night was one of his openers, who's not going anywhere anytime fast, who basically did a whole bit about how we've forgotten how Caitlyn Jenner killed somebody back in the day, not just Bruce, but actually killed a bunch of people. Yeah. The guy goes into a rant about how the dead people's pronoun should be we were, or something like that. It was the funniest joke of the night.
That's pretty fucking good.
That was very, very good. So that was something fun. Zach, we get a lot of comments from people after these episodes. Sometimes I get live tweets as people are listening. It's like, just listen to the fucking episode. But last week when we chose
who's live tweeting this?
I get a couple of friends every now. Not actually on Twitter, just people.
Oh, go on.
So remember last week with our Easter names, my buddy Timmy says he works with a guy whose name is Tommy, an Asian guy. For Tommy, the Green Power Ranger was how this guy selected his name.
That's pretty good. I have no idea there's Green Power Rangers. I just know there's the cute chick.
You can't name them?
No, I'm too old for that
shit. Me neither. The original. The original ones.
40 deep with He-Man or Thundercats. But no, that's a generation after me. I never watched it. I just know that like the pink one got hot.
Still is. Still
yeah, working. Right. So exactly. That's all I know about Power Rangers. That is my knowledge stops after that. I can crush you in Captain Planet trivia.
It's the same kids as the Magic School Bus.
Probably.
You've never seen that meme? Same kids, same demographic and everything. I'll send it to you.
Perfect. I can't wait. I've seen a lot of things, though, because now I am ticking and talking.
Zach, you beat me to it. I was going to
4
say.
days in, I'm balls deep.
The main event I have on my list here is Zacharias Elias. Welcome to the talk.
Mm-hmm. It's very exciting. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing. For me, it's just tatas and golf sprinkled with cats, which is pretty much getting to know me. With baseball, like highlights. The algorithm was learning that I do favor golf over, ladies until Paige Sporanic showed up. Now, for those who don't know who she is, she's like a semi-pro golfer with, assets. She's got some big Berthas. But anyway, so she does golf videos in low-cut dresses, and, I'm a fan. The algorithm totally reset. So now it's like, big, whatever that song that they all play. And then every now and then a kitten is born, or like I'll see a triple play. But it's a lot of golf and a lot of ladies. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have like 3 people that I'm following. People want to follow me. I don't really know.
That's weird because you have 0 content out there.
Yeah, but I get like it's probably hackers or people stealing my Bitcoin. I don't really know how this works.
Why are you not making duets? You literally, and I quote your tagline, I can't do a tight 5, but I can do 20 minutes making fun of somebody else. That's literally what a duet is.
Because you've never showed me how to do it. I don't know. I'm user's manual.
I will send you a video.
Make fun of someone?
So what you do is you do a duet.
Very trolly. That feels more you than me.
Their video. No, I don't waste time commenting on people. Their video pops up on the right, and then you basically just react to, or you can go in, or you can play like the first couple of seconds of their video, and then it just goes into you ranting for 3 minutes.
So I'm gonna rant about Fred Couples? Like, who gives a shit?
No, about any viral type of video. I don't know.
You should see how boring my talk is. It's girls with huge tits and golfers from the 90s. What am I gonna rant about? I like both of them.
I just love that the one video you sent me was a girl with huge knockers bending over backwards, making a putt. If she was telling a joke, like a Rodney joke, that would have been all of your worlds colliding.
Oh my God. She nailed like a 15-footer too. It's a solid putt. I couldn't do that standing up and looking.
It'd be a 6-inch footer.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what TikTok is. Yet I find myself compelled to check it fairly constantly. I thought it'd be stupid. I'm like,
when you say you don't check it, you watch it.
Well, I zhuzh up and up and up and up. I don't like a lot of things. I just keep zhuzhing because I'm embarrassed if I hit like that someone's going to know what I liked. Exactly. So I don't like a lot of things.
The only person that would see who liked it, I think, is the actual person.
Until it isn't. Until I run for mayor and then my history comes out.
On Twitter, you can see what people have liked. There actually was a little bit of a scandal about 2 years ago. One of the UFC women's fighter all of a sudden just started liking all the big black porn. Like that's what her likes were. She's saying her story is that her Twitter got hacked. But when you go into her like sections, it's actually pretty good to see who people follow and whatnot. But Zach, welcome to the talk. I'm excited to see something come out of you.
Then I'll go out, I'll leave it, and then for some no real reason, an hour later I'm back in. Like I'm hooked. It's the stupidest thing in the world. As long as Zoe wants to see my TikTok, but 90% of my TikTok's not like fun kittens and cats and like goofy animals. Now I wish there was a page dedicated to like squirrels water skiing because that gets me every time. I can't watch enough squirrels water skiing. Or like maybe a monkey riding a goat or a sheep. Perfection. But I don't know how to like search things like that. You'll show me.
Let's segue this into our Pishadoo of the week because you mentioned something on the talk which you were like, oh, this is great. Candidate number 1 for Pishadoo of the week. Some YouTube TikTok prankster was going up behind somebody, smashing them in the face with a pie, ended up getting arrested for assault, actually hurt the person. Yeah, I think those prank people are the worst. And
they entertain the first day. I've stopped liking them.
Absolutely hardball.
My own personal algorithm has changed. It gave me a chuckle immediately, but there's funnier stuff on there.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Candidate number 2. I got an apology text from Mr. Ron Katz today. He said,
I can barely hear you. Speak up. You're not into the thing.
Really? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better.
Mr. Ron Katz sent me a text today saying, sorry guys, not going to be there live tonight. I'm going to see Billy Crystal. Zach, what an asshole. But. I said we were going to go see Billy Crystal, but the tickets were ungodly expensive. Ron Katz replies, $57 on TDF.
Pretty good. Now, I didn't like the movie of Mr. Saturday Night. I thought it was terrible. I cannot imagine the play will be any better. I just sort of have no interest, but maybe it's great. It is Billy Crystal and David Paymer, but the movie was bad.
Are we sure this is a play? I thought it's just him doing a one-man show type of deal.
Saturday Night. It's like the play of the movie. To the point where Stuttering John had a line to him when he's interviewing, when's Mr. Saturday Night 2 coming out? And Billy Crystal walked away.
Are we going to see this or not?
I don't think we are.
$57?
Fine. $57, I'm in.
You're on that.
What?
You're on that.
I'm on that? You're on that. Find me $57 and we could do this shit live from Billy Crystal.
Candidate number 3. Ya boy.
Wait, who's the candidate? Ron Katz for going to see the High Theater?
Or us not knowing that we could get 57. I was going to buy tickets for $300.
What that noise? All right, go on.
Candidate number 3, ya boy, Alex Rodriguez, has come out and said the Mets will not win 1, they will win 2 championships in the next 10 years.
No, they will not. They might win 1. I doubt it, but he hasn't been watching this team.
Why? Why is he even talking? He was trying to buy them. He ended up buying the Minnesota Timberwolves or something, right? Like shut up.
Go there. Yeah, go to Minnesota. Enjoy. It's not great.
Candidate number 4. One of my friends is a big soccer fan. He actually happens to be from South America, and some soccer guy died. Couldn't tell you who he was.
Your boy Ronaldo, hat trick this weekend.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about his dead kid.
I don't know about his dead kid.
He had twins. I think one of them died. Like either in childbirth or really, really young. It was one of those. There was a part of me that was like, maybe he shouldn't be hitting kids with autism. And then I was like, you know what? No, not.
Yeah, he had an autistic kid and had a hat trick the next week. There was no justice.
Some soccer star passed away, and my friend who loves soccer posts QEPD. And I was like, what in the hell does that mean? Or have you ever seen this abbreviation?
No.
Okay. So neck down below it, it says see translation. I click that.
QWERTY? What do you write?
QEPD. Oh. Below it translates to RIP. The QEPD, I didn't know the Spanish way is like Que en paz descanse. That's basically rest in peace in Spanish. They use a different acronym for that.
So who's the Pishadoo? Spanish people for using not our acronym?
That's what I'm kind of leaning at, or you can say me for thinking they should use RIP.
Okay, keep going.
Next candidate. I'm not sure if this is even a real thing. I could be getting trolled. I saw a picture online of a little tiny Heinz ketchup packet, except it wasn't ketchup. Heinz ketchup packet with Oreo cream in it. Like the cream from the Oreo? What do you use that for? To go quadruple stuff?
Yeah, it's not enough stuff. That's nasty. Or just go raw right after it.
Raw dog. You use that with the rabbit. Like, what are they doing with that?
I don't know. That's pretty gross.
Is that the evolution of the whipped cream bikini? You just go
Oreo cream bikini?
Cream bikini packet?
9,000 calories to have sex? Get the hell out of here. Ridiculous.
All right.
You can't have 4 Oreos and then perform. You'll be on the couch done.
Sans cookie?
Sans cookie. The cookie's the most healthy part of that thing. You think you could have a packet full of Oreo cream and then just get your head right? It'd be delirious.
Or I'd have all the energy in the world because I'd be on a sugar high.
You. Clear.
Clear Oreos? Is that a thing? Should be.
I'm watching Nikki Sixx kickstart my heart.
I know the reference. I saw an advertisement for a U.S. company is offering $20 an hour for people to watch porn. I didn't keep reading the article to see why they want you to do that. There was this much of me.
We did in session.
All I know is like $20 an hour to watch porn. How many hours realistically could you watch? Where you're like, I can't do this anymore.
Am I in a room with other people or am I alone? Because with other people, it's like 7 seconds.
Alone. How many hours? Hours.
Like current porn, or maybe from like the 70s or 80s with some plot and some bush. If if you're paying me, now $20 isn't going to get enough, but there is a number where I'll do that 8 hours a day.
There's a number that I would do Plot and Bush.
Yeah. So, like, if there's a number where I would do it, I would watch that. Not for $20 an hour. That's just not enough. But
don't you remember I was going to send you a link for to watch The Simpsons? That was going to be like $15 an hour.
Oh, I would rather watch The Simpsons 15 than porn for 20.
I'm just somebody who I saw this and I thought to myself, no, I'm not doing this. I couldn't do that for a day.
Why you would do it for a day? You'd rather be in jury duty or watching porn for $20 an hour? Yeah, there you go.
And the last candidate for Pishadoo of the week. I did my taxes the other day. Finished up. Everything went relatively well, I hope. I got to the very end where it asked for any really rare exceptions that may affect my taxes, including, did you receive Nazi persecution retribution?
What?
Zach, have you received any Nazi persecution-related income?
I have not, but years ago, I was helping a friend of mine move, and like it was a bunch of people there. She was like moving to California. It was a whole thing. She got a letter. Apparently, Germany tracked her down. Her grandparents owed back taxes from the Holocaust, and they were trying to collect. We were on the floor. Like, there is no shot you're getting my Holocaust taxes.
I just can't believe that's a thing, that there's Nazi-related persecuted income. I have not gotten a penny, ever.
No, nor have I, but my family's been here since forever. Jenna probably could. Her parents she's first generation.
I know you don't watch Atlanta, but they just did an episode.
Atlanta?
The show. It's great.
I know what it is. Why are you watching it?
Oh, it's one of the better shows on television. It's very good.
Sure it is.
Anyway, they just did a whole episode that was all about people coming after their retributions. Like, my great-granddaddy worked for your great-granddaddy.
Oh, so because you'd watch Atlanta, you could do the accent?
I was impersonating. Yeah, it was good. It
was great. That's it for him. I'm hosting now. Steph Dancona back next week with me.
YouTube prankster, Ron Katz and Billy Crystal, A-Rod, QEPD, Heinz Oreos, Nazi persecution, and the U.S. company offering porn. Or my vote is the fucking Smith for not having a goddamn chicken pot pie.
This thing begins and ends with Oreo cream. That's disgusting.
Not good, right?
Cream in a pouch?
In a little, not even a pouch, like a little packet.
That's Gamora. That's not okay.
Did I ever tell you I went to college with a kid who insisted that you turn the pack? Oh, wait, we talked about this, and you rip it.
And you refused to do it on air because you got no skills. You destroyed your house trying. Couldn't hack it.
All right, so this week for trivia, I have no idea what we're doing. I just called this Zack Trivia. Yeah. What are we doing?
Because you saw Batman and saw fit to torture me on the Bats trivia, and it is baseball season, I felt like I should ask you about the majestic creature known as the Oriole. How we doing, big guy? You got Oriole stuff on you?
My butthole is real tight.
I'm sure it is. Question number 1, 50-50. Which gender of Oriole is the traditional black and orange as represented on the team hat?
Female.
Is incorrect. So you lose the 50-50, you're in a lot of trouble.
I'm going full-blown Allison.
The male has the orange plumage. The female is just straight black. Pretty much. Okay. Because you asked me some nonsense about bats. What family of birds is the New World Oriole? You're the one from here, the English.
The New World Order?
Well, I do NWO later on in this, but yes. So is the New World Oriole in Anseriformis, Columbiformis, Cuculiformis, Icterdae, or Loris?
Did you just give me 5 choices?
5.
I became a doctor on 4 multiple choice questions.
All right, I'll remove one. Anseriformis, Cuculiformis, Icteridae,
oh,
and
Jesus.
Loris.
I was going to pick Columbiformis, so that was the wrong one. So let's go for the Cunnilingiformis, the second one.
It is not a Cunnilingiformis. It's an Icteridae. Plus or minus 2 years. How long does an average Oriole not in captivity live for? In the wild?
8 years.
How many did I give you? 2?
Plus or minus
Wrong.
2.
11 years. Woo, you're struggling here. All right. According to Wikipedia, plus or minus 4, how many species of NWO are there?
16.
32.
Oh my God.
For the full-blown Allison here on Orioles trivia, do Orioles mate for life?
No, I thought penguins were the only. Or no, penguins are the only ones that are not. I'll go no.
The answer is hell no. While monogamous at any given point, Orioles change partners every year. That's pretty good.
So does the team.
Yeah, that's true. Hey-oh, 1 for 5 on Orioles trivia. And yeah, so you stuck the same chick for a year. You go south. You come back. You find a new Oriole. Sounds
How
great.
far south do you go?
As far south as she needs you to go. They go to like the Caribbean or something. There's some like real low level Dominican men's league called as the Orioles, like the Dominican Oriole, something like that.
Del Mar.
I did a real deep dive into some of this shit.
I appreciate it,
Yeah.
but no, it's exactly what the penguins do, right? They bang the same thing and then they fly away.
No, they hold hands like in How I Met Your Mother.
Have you not seen Happy Feet? You have to be monogamous for 1 year, or March of the Penguins, I think.
Happy Feet and March of the Penguins are very, very different movies.
Same movie, right?
A little bit. But yeah, something like that. One's Morgan Freeman, who's definitely not monogamous more than a year. He is slaying.
Slaying? Didn't he marry his granddaughter?
Something like that.
It's something real weird.
He's an interesting guy. So there's Orioles trivia.
Ooh, I was sweating on that one.
That was rough. Full blown house.
It wasn't good.
I did about as well. You did about as well as that as I did a batch trivia. That was insanity.
I'm just saying it was fun. It was relevant. It was topical.
As was this.
Do you want to have a truce? I thought
No, never. I like that. Never truce. Truce is for wimps.
All right,
like
Zach.
And how are the Orioles doing this season?
The
Won
Orioles
forever?
They just stole a whole series from the New York Yankees.
And the New York Mets are cruising right now. Won the early game and they're winning 3-0 right now.
The joke has been done 1,000 times, but I always enjoy when the Yankees lose, and I'll see on Twitter, we send our apologies out for the Duke and LA Lakers fans tonight for not being happy or something, because it's always how it is. It's always the same asshole.
I fucking hate the Yankees.
All right, Zach, anything left for our audience?
I don't have much left. I was so surprised I was able to do this today. I got a rain out on a beautiful day. The softball game got rained out because it was wet a little bit.
We got a ton of rain down here.
Yeah, my daughter's bus was delayed, which threw her entire day off. It was a mess because of what?
You have Apple right now?
Have Apple?
Apple, the station, the streaming platform?
Yeah.
I owe an apology to somebody. I started the after party on Apple, watched one episode, and we were like, I think I'm very out. And one of my friends was like, you should give it another try. He knows who he is. It's very watchable. The first episode's so bad that you almost don't want to. After party. Give it a try.
Yeah, better than Severance, I'm told to watch.
Very different. Severance is like a Black Mirror serious show. After party is straight slapstick comedy.
I'm going with After Party.
After party, you in general love because each episode focuses around a person. You just have to know that it's told from their point of view, and it's absurd.
So are we.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Thanks for listening to this episode. We hope you guys had a Easter fun. What do you say? Happy Easter? Have a safe Easter?
Who cares? What did he comes back to life? Come on.
All
Happy
right.
Easter, I think you say. Happy Easter. Happy Passover and a solemn
Happy
Ramadan.
Ramadan.
Solemn Ramadan. I don't know. Happy Ramadan. It's like a sad holiday, isn't it? All their holidays are sad.